Hello guys and welcome to another plan with me. This week we are going to be planning for February 5th through the 11th, which was the week of Lunar New Year, as well as the week that I went to surprise my sister. It's been a big secret I've been keeping for like since the end of December, and it was finally executed. So I am going to be using the Lunar New Year kit from CARESSPRESS because this art was absolutely stunning. Had to use it. Love the colors, love the vibes. Honestly, just love everything about it. I did use a build your own bundle for this, which I don't use often, so it's exciting to share it with you guys. And I did use this in an old foil of the month, which was like the gold stars, but you could use pixie gold. I foiled this the wrong color and I foiled this pixie gold, so I brought pixie gold in anyway. It would look beautiful. So it comes with the icons, which you can see I used a ton of, and confetti headers I picked for, because you can pick your headers for the build your own bundle. This page is standard, and then I picked the what's this called, fortune cookie washi, and then I added surprise on this box. This page is standard, and then I picked the dragon underlays because it is the year of the dragon. And then I do have my secondary custom multi here, and the font I chose was font choice 9, which is the star font. I do have my print impression SPC edit planner here with the inserts, also from Print Impression. And we are just going to jump right into it. I am going to be a little thrown off because I don't use CARESSPRESS kits very often, and I do think there is significantly less full boxes. Maybe not. We have 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I will just put like a box in the sidebar. I didn't pull anything for it, but that's fine. NBD, I will pull something. Okay, so I'll be using all of the boxes for sure. And yeah, we are just gonna jump right on into it. I have lots to talk about for this week. So Monday was Girls' Day, very odd, but because I was leaving Wednesday and Andrea was busy on Tuesday, or on what? Yeah, on Tuesday, we made Girls' Day on Monday, simply. And so, I should have turned the boiler off because I'm already getting warm in here. And hold on. Sorry if you guys can hear the laundry. My office is like butts up against the laundry room, but laundry needs to be going, and I need the door open in here because it is toasty. So yeah, so Monday was Girls' Day, but the day started off, I did go to the post office in the morning to bring packages, and then I called my dad and we finalized the plans for surprising my sister. And then went to Andrea's and we went to Snooze for brunch, I guess. And then we stopped by the SPC office because Andrea had to film a couple of reels. And yeah, so we stopped by SPC. And then we did some shopping. I'm pretty sure we went to a Half Price Books. Did the usual rounds of things that we do. I'm going to be using the holes from here. These are hole choice 3, and the date numbers are in date number choice 5. This whole left side of the sheet can be found in the shop called Weekly Essentials. If you don't want a full foil bundle, you want to grab underlays and then like a couple bits and bobs, perfect option. But we did that, and then went back to Andrea's house, hung out for a bit. We did play like a couple of games this day. I don't remember what, because I just remember that we tried playing the Great Western Trail, and I spent over an hour trying to get it set up. And then it's like a 3-hour long game, and I simply did not have it in me that day to figure that out. So I packed that all up and said no, not happening. But that was wild. Tuesday I was really sleepy, and I wasn't gonna be like working on orders or anything because I was leaving the next day. So I slept on in, and then when I woke up I filmed because I needed to film the Pop Culture Perfect Pair because I needed it for the next week. So I got that filmed, no problem. And then me and Chris went to Cabo Bob's for lunch, and I came home and I did some more working, like computer type work stuff. I'm gonna pull out my days of the week in font choice 2 unfoiled. Where should I find them? Not that, not that, not that. trying to do it without pulling the whole thing out, but simply was not working out for me. But yeah, so I played BGA while I worked, and then Chris and I decided to go on a little date because I was gonna be leaving, so he took me out to get ramen, and it was delish. I freaking love ramen. Oh my god, the laundry is so loud. I'm gonna have to close the door. Just gonna have to be toasty because I have my one shirt in there that has like pearls on it, little like fake pearl beads, and so it's so loud in the dryer. But any hoodly doodle. Yeah, so that game sucked. Oh, I forgot, on Monday we also had a Taylor Swift concert party with Theo and Lila. But yes, we went and got ramen, and then we came home and watched Dimension 20. We were gonna try to just stay up because I had to be to the airport very, very early, but Chris was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. I slept, I think, about 2 hours because I kept falling asleep, and then I'd wake up in a panic thinking that I slept through my alarm. It was torture. But Tuesday we woke up, Chris brought me to the airport bright and early, got through security, all was good. I got a bagel with cream cheese and hung out for a bit. I read a little bit of a book, and then while I was at the airport, I was downloading a bunch of YouTube videos to watch on the flight. So I did that, and then I landed in Charlotte, and they have a Shake Shack there, and it's just become like my go-to when I'm traveling is I get Shake Shack cheese fries. So I went and did that. They were scrumptious. And then I had like a almost 4-hour layover. It was so boring. I ended up also getting Cinnabon because additionally, my specific gate, like my layover was so long, there was 2 flights prior to mine leaving from that gate, and I felt like, and there was like maybe 30 seats in the whole gate, and I felt kind of like an asshole taking up one of those seats. So I was just kind of wandering around, but then like I felt bad sitting in the food areas without any food because I was then taking that seat from somebody who was like needing to eat. So I ended up needing a place to sit, so I got a Cinnabon, but it was honestly delicious. So we did that. Then eventually I got to the Syracuse airport, and my dad picked me up, which was also a shit show. He could not find me. And like, I've been to a lot of airports throughout the world, and nothing is as aggressive as the Syracuse airport, and there's nobody there. And they're like, move, move, you can't stop. Like, they want you to like open the door and roll out. Like, it's wild times. They're just so aggressive for absolutely no reason. But we did that, and then we went to my dad's house, and we were waiting for my sister, and I was texting her girlfriend. I was like, let me know when you guys leave, and she was like, okay, we're about to leave. And then like 30 minutes passed, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was like, did you guys leave? And then like 10 minutes later, she's like, okay, we're on our way. And I'm like, for real this time, girl? And she was like, yes, da 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 da. But I guess Haley had asked her if she wanted to play a quick game of Fortnite, and she didn't want to like seem suspicious. So she was like, oh yeah. But I'll quickly show you guys the little video of me surprising her. There we go. I'm gonna fast forward a bit till she starts coming around the corner. Okay.
Well, no, first. What does she look like? She looks like,
surprised her. It was so cute and funny, and she was literally shocked. Like, every single day she's like, I can't believe you're here. Literally, she's taking me to the airport. She's like, I can't believe I'm taking you to the airport because I still can't even believe you just got here. So that was incredible. It went off without a hitch. We love to see it, simply. And then my dad was making shrimp scampi for dinner, and it was so good, and we did that, and then we went back to Haley's house, because it was so funny. I had Whitney convince her to take Friday off of work, saying like, oh, like I planned some like Valentine's Day surprise for us, and blah, blah, blah. So Haley had taken Friday off, and then I didn't show the part of the video. She's like, well, I guess I was like, yeah, that's why you had to take Friday off, so that we could hang out, like, not that you and Whitney had to do anything. And she was like, oh my God, well, now I'm gonna try to get a half day tomorrow. Because I had originally tried to get her to get Thursday, Friday off, but she like didn't have enough PTO, or didn't want to use the PTO, blah, blah, blah. So she ended up taking a half day Thursday, which was awesome. But yeah, so that was that. And then Thursday happened, and I woke up quite early. Well, early for me. I woke up at like 8, because my dad wanted to hang out before me and Haley were doing our thing. So I was like, well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna like set an alarm to get up for like 8 o'clock, so that like we can have time together, because Haley's getting out of work at noon. And he was like, yeah, perfect. So my dad came to pick me up at my sister's, and he locked us out of her apartment. And like, as in, his keys were inside and the apartment was locked. So we had to call Haley so that she could get security, or like the maintenance, that's the word, maintenance, to come let us in. It was so embarrassing, but hey, shit happens, I guess. So that happened. Then me and my dad went to like this diner that we've never been to, because he like loves this Facebook page called Where Syracuse Eats. He's like, I've been seeing lots of things about this place, and I've been really wanting to go, but I don't want to go alone. So I was like, yeah, whatever, we can go. And I got like these pancakes. They were called like PB&J pancakes, but it was like almond butter, pistachio, quinoa pancakes with blueberries. I don't know. It was very odd. They were like good, but not great, if that makes sense. I don't know if it was because of the quinoa or what, but they were very like dry. The texture was just very dry. But you know, I ate them because they were like fine. And so we did that, and then we went back to my dad's house and just kind of like hung out until Haley, that's my sister, got out of work, and she came to pick me up. And then I did want to make a point to see Chris's mom. So I had asked her if she wanted to get lunch that day on Thursday, and she was like, oh my God, I'd love to. And I was like, do you mind if Haley comes? And she's like, oh my God, I'd love if she came. So me and Haley went and got lunch with Chris's mom, which was super cute and fun. I was actually kind of pissed though, because I picked this place because there's a dish that I really like there. But since the last time I've been, obviously, which was last time I went home, they changed their menu from like just a menu to a lunch and a dinner menu. And what I wanted was only on the dinner menu, so. But it was also fine because it was like a pasta dish, and I was honestly not that hungry because I had gotten lunch with my dad. So I just got like an appetizer of like soft pretzels and cheese. So we did that, and then me and my sister went like shopping. Like she had to like do some returns, and just like there's really not much to do in Syracuse. So we just like walked around some stores. It was really nice out for Syracuse, you know, it was like 50, and that's like shocking for January. So we were like doing our thing, and then we just kept both like, we were just like hysterically laughing. My sister just kept saying that this was the serotonin boost she needed. She's been like kind of going through it lately, so it was just really, really, really sweet. So we did that, and then we went back to Haley's house and like hung out with her doggo for a bit. And then this was the night that we had tickets to see the Teresa Caputo live experience. So prior to that, we went to this one restaurant. They have this thing called a fry-couterie, which is like a charcuterie board, but like with different types of french fries. There's like seasoned waffle fries, there is tater tots, there is regular french fries, and there's sweet potato fries with a bunch of different sauces. There's like regular ranch, Santa Fe ranch, guacamole, like a cinnamon butter, queso. Oh my God, I did that wrong. I guess that's how it's gonna look because I can't fix that. So it's just gonna be a little whatever. That looks horrible, but it is what it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So just gonna do one of these. So, yeah, we went to see that. Sadly, our mom did not come through, but it was a very wonderful experience regardless. This is my 3rd time going to a Teresa Caputo live show, and they're just always so magical and wonderful and special to get to go to. But one thing that does piss me off is the amount of people who come there and then like they get like basically chosen to get a reading, and then they're like, oh no, like I'm just here with my friend, like I don't want, like, then leave. Don't be there and take like an experience away from somebody who like really wants it. Shit makes me mad. But anyway, we had a really, really great time. There were some like crazy things that happened. There was this one girl there who like, also, you don't have to believe in all of this hoopla, just don't be rude to me, that would be great. But there was this one gal who like, she had been like playing with a Ouija board, and Teresa like straight called her out on it and was like, have you been playing with the Ouija board? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, well, like you need to burn it, like you have bad spirit, you have like demonic spirits basically attached to you. And she's like, oh yeah, like I know. And Teresa's like, yeah, well, like, you need to burn the Ouija board. She's like, well, I'm also a psychic, blah, blah, blah. And Teresa's like, yeah, like, I'm not a psychic, I'm a medium, they are different, blah, blah, blah. And it was just, like, so uncomfy. And the girl just kept being like, well, my grandmother was a famous tarot card reader. And Teresa's like, yeah, well, I'm telling you, you just simply need to burn this Ouija board. Like, I don't really give a shit about your grandmother. And she ended up like abruptly ending the show after that, because like the other 2 times I went, I sat up in like the balcony. This time I sat like in like the orchestra section and whatever, but both times I sat in the balcony, she came up into the balcony. And like she didn't even go up into the balcony this time, and I literally think it's because that girl, like, she just kept saying like how like she's like, sorry if I'm like all over the place, like that really rattled me, like blah blah blah. I just put this like 2 blondie friends from SPC in the sidebar to represent my sister and I. But yeah, it was really weird. And then Friday, me and my sister went and got breakfast, and we did some shopping, and we got back to Haley's house, and Whitney got home from work, and me, her, and Whitney played a bunch of games together, which was a ton of fun. And then we had plans for like us 3, my sister, Whitney, and I, and my dad to go to my favorite restaurant back home. It's called Copper Top. So good. For all of us to go to get dinner together, and so we did. And my sister's like a real one. She had like tried something new for breakfast and like did not really like it when we went to the breakfast place, which she's been to a bunch of times, but she was like, yeah, I'm gonna try something new, and she did not like it, so she wanted to get something safe for dinner. So like their chicken tenders are the best chicken tenders I've ever had in my life, and I'm kind of a chicken tender connoisseur if I'm being honest, and they're simply the best. But okay, spoiler turned off. But yeah, they're the absolute best chicken tenders. But they also have this one dish called French onion fondue, and it's so freaking good. But like, I can't eat both, simply. So my sister and I, whenever we go together, we typically, like, one of us will get like each thing, and then we'll just like get extra plates and share it. So we did that, and it was so freaking good. I could go for it again, honestly, and I just ate lunch. But yeah, so absolutely loved that for us. This is fortune cookie here. So we did that, and then my dad came back to my sister's house. We actually went to Wegmans, which, like, miss her. But we stopped by Wegmans because Haley needed to pick up water, I believe. I don't really remember exactly, but I think it was water. So we did that, and then we went back to Haley's house. We had a family game night. We ended up, like, my dad ended up staying at my sister's till like 11:30, and we were just playing different games, and it was just good for the soul. We were all laughing, having an amazing time. Loved it. And then my dad left, and I got like really, really sad. Was like trying to not cry because I knew I was about to leave. And it's like this thing, like, I absolutely, like, going back to New York, like, it does not feel like home. That does not feel like home. Does not feel like where I belong. And I don't want to live there, but I do still, like, feel emotional about leaving my sister because, like, I just love her, and I just feel like I'm not there for her. I'm gonna start crying thinking about it, and I feel like I can't be there for her because I live so far away, and it just makes me really emo. So I was a real sad bitch that night while I was packing and stuff. And then Saturday was the day I was leaving. My flight wasn't until like 10 or 11 or something. I think like 10. So we got up early and we went to one of my favorite diners called Julie's. Me and Chris used to be regulars there, and like they all know me by name, and I walk in, they're like, oh my god, are you here visiting? Because like we had gone in after like when last time we came home, they're like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. We're like, yeah, we moved to Texas, like we're just home visiting, blah blah blah. So like they remembered like I had moved, and yeah, they were all so sweet, so nice. And we had a little bit of extra time, so my sister wanted to get like a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, so we literally just like hung out inside the Dunkin' Donuts while like they had their coffees, and it was just a sad Dunkin' Donuts moment. And then my sister brought me to the airport. I watched a bunch of YouTube on the plane, and then, oh my god, I had like an hour layover, and we got there a little bit early, but like, so we were like here and we were waiting for this plane to take off, and it was taking for forever. And then I swear to god, everybody on the plane was getting off in slow motion, so I had to basically, like by the time I got off the plane, I had to pee so bad, and I had to run full blast to my gate. So I was so fucking hungry. But also I forgot to tell you, I got to the Syracuse airport, and like I was wearing a hoodie because like it's cold, and I took my hoodie off for security because like, you know, they make you do that. So I take my hoodie off and I'm holding it, and I had like a tank top on, and the TSA guy's like, so when you plan on finishing that sleeve? And like I just simply hate men. It's just a fact. They just are gross, and I don't like them. And like this isn't even that weird, and I'm just this part. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like I don't know, whenever I get around to it, trying to kind of like deflect the conversation because I really truly don't feel like talking about to this guy. And then he's like, you haven't even started mine. I'm like, oh, that's nice, whatever. And then he starts like talking about tattoos, and I'm just like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just kind of like, okay, yup, like not super engaging in this conversation because like I really, sorry about it, dude, don't give a fuck. And then he was like, we're just talking about tattoos. He's like, yeah, like I started on my chest, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, like I started on my legs. They have like almost full leg sleeves. Man proceeds, the TSA guy proceeds to pull up his pant leg to show me his calf. I don't fucking know. And he's like, yeah, I thought about getting my legs done. Then just like points to his calf, and he's like, but you know, I kind of like them like this. Been growing them for 21 years. Like, man, I'm almost 30, please. oh, I guess I did. Oh no, I did. Yeah. So I'm just like, the whole thing was just very off-putting and uncomfy. And then on my second flight, I had the whole row to myself, but like the guy across the row from me, he, I swear to God, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, sweatpants, long socks. There's probably this much of my leg showing while I'm like sitting cross-legged, and like you could see part of my Pikachu tattoo. And he's like, here's my leg. He's literally like this close to touch me. He's like, what's that? What's that tattoo of? I'm like, oh, it's Pikachu. And then like I rolled up my sleeves because I was warm, and he's just staring at my arm tattoos like, oh, what are those? Da, 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 da. And then he was just like being so weird, and he's like, so do you like live here? When we landed, I hated it. It was just like a whole horrible experience of men, simply. But yeah, then we got home, I got Sonic, had game night, and then it was our Valentine's Day game night Sunday. I worked, watched YouTube, did some planning to catch up from the week before, and then we had a little Taylor Swift's boyfriend party and had a game night. But before all of that, I put it in here backwards because I forgot about it, but then I was like, shit, I want to mark that. My Tips Treats account got hacked, and somebody in Dallas bought $135 worth of cookies, and I had to call them, and thankfully those people were like it's obviously not their fault that happened, but the people I talked to at the very least, they were so sweet, so kind. The manager got it taken care of immediately. It's been less than 24 hours. I already have my money back, but I completely deleted my whole account. Then they changed my email. It was a good time for my camera to cut me off because my battery was also about to die. But yeah, overall, it was a great week, for the most part. And now we will get into my day by day. I do have my secondary custom multi right here, which I am gonna need to pull from quite a bit. Little things on so many different pages. Okay, the first thing we're gonna mark is I had a post office drop. So we're good with this. And then I called my dad. And then me, Andrea, and Nick got food. And we went to SPC. A big little thing for that. Okay. So for going to the post office, I do have the envelope icon from the mini icons sheet. As you can see, they fit perfectly fine on other people's little things as well as a PO Drop Custom in Pixie Gold and font choice 9. And then I do have the iPhone mini icon from the mini icons sheet with a custom with dad script. This is in that past font of the month in font choice 9. Then for us getting breakfast, I have this super old, like sparkly gold pancake doodle from SPC with an N script in font choice 9. And then for going to SPC, I do have the car icon from the mini icons sheet as well as an SPC script in that past foil of the month in font 9, but you could use Pixie Gold for the same effect. Next, me and Andrea, and well, Nick was there too, but we all went shopping, so I'm gonna use that. And then had the little dance party with the kids, and is there page flags? Yes, okay. Put the page flag in first so I can see what will fit in here. Yeah, a label for sure. Had the dance party with Theodore and Lila Joy. And then we had our little game night. Okay, so for shopping, I do have the shopping bag from the mini icons sheet, a custom with Andrea and Pixie Gold and font choice 9. For the dance party with Theo and Lila, and do have the Taylor Swift, like, Speak Now era doodle from SPC with a custom with T and L in font choice 9. And then for the game night, I have Lottie with her game. And then I have this game night script. I'm going to cut it so I can stack them. And this is in Pixie Gold in font choice 9. As you can see, those two foils definitely like seamlessly go together. On to Tuesday, like I did mention, did sleep in. And then I filmed. And then me and Chris went on a little lunch date. So cute. So for sleeping in, I do have Lottie sleeping in her bed, and I do have the sleep in script from the foil bundle, but it is in font choice 3. And then for film, I have the filming icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a film script in Pixie Gold and font choice 9. And for me and Chris getting lunch, I do have the nachos from SPC with a custom with Chris in Pixie Gold. Then down here, what am I gonna use? Because this script doesn't have, so I guess I'll just use a big little thing, I suppose. I sure suppose. Okay, that's fine. We'll just use this to mark working. And then I did play a lot of BGA this day, of course. Love me some BGA. And then Chris and I did have a date night. Pink label, yeah. And we watched a lot of Dimension 20, aka had a YouTube binge. So fun. So fun to watch with them. I love that we like have something that we're like liking together. So for working, I'm gonna use the blue laptop from SPC as well as a work script in Pixie Hollow and font choice 9. For BGA, I have the paw icon from the mini icons sheet as well as a BGA script in font choice 9. And then for date night, I do have the ramen bowl from SPC as well as the date night script from the foil bundle, and that's font choice 3. And then for YouTube binge, we do have the movie clapper mini icon as well as a YT binge custom in Pixie Gold and font choice 9. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna mark here, this is gonna be a 5 little thing box. So I'm just actually gonna throw all of the little things in first and foremost. We'll do green, and then we'll do blue, then we'll do red, And then we'll do pink in here. My spacing is not great, if I'm being honest, but it is what it is. Okay. So the first thing, actually, I'm gonna put in everything and then go from there, okay? So we will use this for Cinnabon. We will use this for, oops, that goes the other way. My dad picking me up. Then we'll use pink for surprising my sister. And then green for the shrimp scampi that my dad made. It was really, really bomb. Okay, so for the flight, I have the airplane from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom AUS to SYR. For getting the bagel, I have the bagel doodle from SPC. It was not like a bacon, egg, and cheese, but that works out fine. And then I have a bagel custom in font choice 9. And for reading, I have the book icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a read script in font choice 9 in pixie gold. Then for YouTube, I do have the movie clapper icon from the mini icons sheet, and then a YouTube custom in font choice 9 in pixie gold. And then for getting Shake Shack, I do have this French fry doodle from SPC and a Shake Shack custom in font choice 9. And for Cinnabon, we do have the cinnamon roll icon from SPC, as well as a Cinnabon custom in font choice 9. And then for my dad picking me up, I have the car icon from the mini icons sheet with a custom with dad in font choice 9. And then for my sister, surprising her, we have, it's technically me and Andrea because one of them has brown eyes and one of them has blue eyes, but it's fine. This will work perfect, even though my sister and I both have brown eyes. But I have a custom surprise sis in font choice 9, so we're gonna do surprise sis delish, or not delish, this part's delish. I'm gonna use the place setting icon for the from the mini icons sheet with a custom scampi script because my dad did make scampi, and that's the first half. Moving on to the second, I don't know if her kits come with movie marquees. It comes with one here. So we're just gonna go from the bottom up, I guess, is just gonna be the setup. That will be fine. This will be like this, and then do one of these, and then a pink little thing above that. And so then up here we'll start with a pink little thing, and then to mark it getting lunch with or food with my dad, we'll use, I guess, this big little thing. I'm gonna have to be creative because there's a lot less big little things in this kit than there is in the SPC kits. This is gonna need to, okay, yeah, that's not cute. Not cute at all. I'm also pretty sure I just didn't grab a sticker for what goes on here, so we're gonna have to grab that after, but that's fine. I do need red and then a blue label. For fucking busy ass days like this, it's so much easier to just fill in all the labels first. So for my dad getting us locked out, I have Lottie rolling her eyes because that's literally how I felt. And I have a locked out custom in font 9. And then for getting breakfast with my dad, I've got like this French toast sticker from SPC with a custom with dad in font choice 9. And then for going to my dad's house, I have the house icon from the mini icons sheet with a dad script in font choice 9. And then I got lunch with my sister and with Chris's mom. Her name is Dorina. So I have the with sis and Dorina script right there. Perfect. Font choice 9. Then down here, my sister and I were shopping around, so the shopping bag icon from the mini icons sheet, and then a gallivanting custom in Pixie Gold and Font Choice 9. This is the part that I forgot to grab a sticker for, so that's fine. I can grab it right now. I know exactly what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Lottie Crying Laughing scribbler, and then I have a custom Serotonin Boost script, which is very long, so we're gonna just chop her down and do Serotonin Boost, because that's how it felt, just goofing and gaffing with my sister. And then for my sister and I getting the fry cooterie, I do the place setting icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a custom with Sis. And then for doing the Teresa Caputo show, I'm using the Angel Wings from SPC. And I have a custom Teresa Caputo script. Teresa Caputo. Perfect. On to Friday. The first thing I will mark is that my sister and I went out to Breckie. And then we did do some shopping. And then us and Whitney did play some games together. And then me, my sister, and my dad did go to get dinner. And then down here, we will mark game night with this big ol', ew, I got a hair stuck to this. What the heck? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna use this to mark game night. And then I will be using this to mark that I was a very sad girl. And this to mark, get this freaking hair off of here, that I did pack. Okay. So, the first thing for getting breakfast with my sister, I'm going to use a fried egg icon from Once More with Love. And I have a custom with Sis script again in Font Choice 9. For going shopping, I've got the shopping bag from SPC, as well as a shopping script from the foil bundle, but that's Font Choice 6. For playing games with my girlies, we have the Lottie with the playing cards, and then I have a custom with Sis and Wit. And then for getting dinner with the Fam Bam, we do have the place setting icon from SPC, as well as a copper top custom in Font Choice 9. And then we're gonna use Lottie with her cards again for another game night. I just like simply didn't pull a sticker for it. Is it still on here? Yeah, here it is. I'm nuts. Okay. So this game night sticker is in Font Choice 9 in Pixie Gold. Game night. Perfect. Like the other game night one that I didn't pull as well. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. And for being sad, I've got this like heartbroken bunny from Paper Shire with a sad bitch script in Font Choice 9 and Pixie Gold. And then for packing, I do have the suitcase icon from SPC with a pack script in Font Choice 9. On to Saturday, the first thing that I will be marking is that we went to breakfast as a family. And then we had our sad trip to Dunkin' Donuts, Sad Dunkin', as I'm referring to it as. And then I left, hopped on a plane, and I did watch a lot of YouTube while I was aboard the flight. This is both flights. Laundry's done. So for us going to Julie's, I have another fried egg from SPC with a custom Julie's script. And then for Sad Dunkin', I'm going to just use the heart icon from the mini icons sheet. And I have a custom Sad Dunkin' script. For getting on the flight, I'm going to use the other airplane icon from the mini icons sheet with a SYR to AUS script. And then for YouTube, we have the YouTube heart from SPC in like a really fun, like sparkly blue. Then I have a YouTube custom in Pixie Gold in font choice 9. And then I was so frickety dickety dock and hungry. I was starving to death. So I'm gonna mark that, as well as that I got Sonic. And then it was game night, which we're gonna mark with pink, which is perfect. I enjoy the pink a lot. I'll use the pink pattern, which is this one. Perfect. So for being starving, I have Lottie rolling her eyes again, and then I'm just using a starvin script here. And then for Sonic, I've got the fast food mini icon, which there is a full sheet of those in the shop, as well as a Sonic script in font choice 9. And for game night, we've got Lottie with her cards. We used a lot of Lottie this week. She's so cute. With the game night script in font choice 9. Game night. Okay, the first thing we're gonna mark here is working. We'll use this. And then YouTube binging. We'll use this, I guess. And then I did do a lot of planning. Pink here. Okay. So for work, I do the printer from SPC, as well as a work script in Pixie Gold and font choice 9. For YouTube binge, we've got the YouTube laptop from SPC, as well as the YouTube binge script from the foil bundle. That's font choice 4. For planning, we've got the stickers here, the sticker from SPC, with a plan script in font choice 9. And then, I'm actually gonna put this in the correct order, even though I didn't do it in the correct order on here. We're gonna correct it. We're gonna adjust this to being a WTF about the whole Tiff's Treats thing. We're gonna use the money icon from the mini icons sheet and a WTF in Pixie Gold and font choice 9. And then we watched the Super Bowl and had a game night. So for the Super Bowl, how do I want to mark it? I guess I can mark the Super Bowl with this. That works. And then for game night, I'm gonna, what color are we on? Blue. I'm gonna like use this blue box, but I do need to make it smaller so that it can fit. Dude, it'll go over there. Okay. Oops, it's the bottom of the box. We will just make her a little tiny box, because I already used the blue page. That's the only page flag I've used is blue. That's just how my life works. So for the Super Bowl, I'm gonna again use a Taylor Swift sticker, because that's the reason we were there, let's be real. Then we have a Super Bowl custom in font choice 9. And then for game night, we've got Lottie with her game board, switching it up, and a game night custom again in font choice 9. Game night, oops. Actually do an extra with sis, so I might just do one of these and pop it right here. So cute. So that is the finished spread, you guys. What do y'all think? I think it is so good. I'm absolutely obsessed with how this turned out. And yeah, here we go. We'll do a little, oh my god, it's so good. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.